Husband helps his paralyzed wife bathe every single day. This day, he just turned on the faucet, slipped on the wet floor and smashed his head on the tub. Knocked out cold immediately, but the water kept gushing out. In seconds, water reached the woman's mouth. At this rate, she was about to drown any minute. Fighting for her life, she desperately reached for the shower head, trying to use the hose to turn off the faucet. Luckily, she managed to slow down the water flow a bit, but she quickly realized the water level kept rising non-stop. No choice. She used her feet to hook the drain's little chain, but even with all her strength, only opened a tiny gap. The drainage speed couldn't keep up with the water coming in. Just when she thought it was over, something even worse happened. She pulled too hard and broke the chain. As water kept building up in the tub, the woman was about to go completely under. At this life or death moment, her survival instincts suddenly kicked in. She miraculously pried open the drain, finally saved her own life. Even more amazing, her hands and feet could move again. But when she carefully got up to check on her husband, the man who was just lying there had vanished. She immediately figured it out. Her husband saw her as dead weight, actually tried to kill her, to cash in on that massive life insurance policy. So she quickly dragged her recovering body out of the bathroom, rushed to the living room to call for help, only to find the phone line had already been cut. Then she suddenly saw a shadow moving outside. She quietly walked to the door and looked, found her husband's body somehow lying downstairs. But she didn't have time to think about that. Just wanted to grab the car keys and drive to report this. But she was so focused on escaping, didn't realize her husband was actually faking it. The unsuspecting woman quickly got in the car, driving while calling the police. Right when she dialed 911, her husband suddenly jumped out from the back seat. The two immediately started fighting. The husband was determined to eliminate his burden of a wife. While they were fighting intensely, the car suddenly veered off the road, crashed straight into the river. Fortunately, the man got his clothes caught in the car door. That's how the woman escaped death. And this man who wanted to abandon his wife ended up drowning in the water.